1 week has passed since the Battle of Camino. Hero Society is in shock, and no one really knows what to make of what they just saw. The clip has blown up across the entirety of the world. Heroes from different countries that All Might has worked in or worked with, such as America's number one hero, Captain Celebrity, would reach out and pay their condolences. Um, you know, it would be a rare time of peace in the world, in which a lot of people would come together and just acknowledge the legacy of All Might. I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my words. This is a pretty big deal. You know, UA would have a statue of All Might created in front of the building. The greatest hero of all time, man, gone way too soon to a vicious attack and a malicious attack that was so unnecessary and brutal and cruel. Shigaraki is now the most wanted man in the world. The League is the most wanted organization in the world, and All Might's dead. You know, eventually the world would go back to normal because heroes come and go. It's their legacies that really determine if they leave this world or not. So, the students that were close to him, Deku, Bakugo, Zenitsu, that got personal advice from him, would try and move on. Not move on, but grieve constructively. They would show heart and smile in the face of this pain, especially somebody like Bakugo, who believes so strongly in the ideals of All Might to the point of admiration and obsession. He would definitely try to smile through these tough times and show a heavy heart and a level head during these times to uplift the spirits of his peers. Of course, some of his classmates didn't know that he was training with All Might, and All Might was teaching him how to get stronger. But, they would take a month and a half break from school, just to reflect and to acknowledge the legacy of All Might. And there would be a new holiday created in Japan, and it would happen in other countries too, such as America, and it would be known as All Might Day, and it would be, of course, the famous day where he made his debut and saved all those people. The clip that Deku and Bakugo watched so much as children, that day would be named All Might Day. His agency would be completely shut down, out of respect for his legacy, of course. And of course, in All Might fashion, all the money that he had accumulated would go towards better charities and causes that he was fighting so hard and advocating for. All Might wasn't just a fighter. All Might wasn't just fighting against villains. He was fighting against injustice and all the bullshit that the world was trying to, all the negativity that the world had. He was just trying to fight it as much against it as he could. So all of his millions was donated to different charities and shit. A month and a half passes, and Bakugo is basically called into a meeting with the number one hero, I guess now, Endeavor. And basically Endeavor would be the bigger man, and he would ask the question that he's been so scared to ask for the past month, how do I fill the shoes of somebody who was that great? And he's asking Bakugo this because Bakugo, towards the end, knew All Might the most, and everyone knows that. And basically, Bakugo says what All Might would have said: the only way you can be a great hero is by being the best version of you first. Push through negativity, fight against it, finish every battle with a smile on your face to show the world that there is a symbol still. Be the sun that radiates down on the earth. You are Endeavor. You're the flame hero. Be a phoenix. Rise above. Bakugo is just giving this man a whole entire speech like, if you want to truly fill the shoes of All Might, you have to go beyond. You have to live up to those ideals. You have to finish every fight with a smile on your face. You have to push through even though it hurts. You have to accept that sometimes you may not do the right thing. And you have to change that. You have to change yourself. You have to become a better person so you can be the best hero that you can be. And Bakugo's like, listen, I don't really know too much about your family life, but we're not going to sit here and act like Shoto doesn't tell us what happens at home. I know what you do, not to that extent, but I know some of what you've done. I'm not going to sit here and give you a whole entire speech, a lecture, because I do recognize my elders, but if you want to be a good hero first, you need to be a good person first. And if you ever want to even attempt at filling All Might's shoes, in your own words, you need to embody his philosophies. And I can tell you 100% right now, if All Might knew what you were doing and what you did to your children and what you did to your family and the people around you, he would not support it, and he would actively go against you. You need to become better. You need to fix yourself before you can even attempt at becoming the next symbol. Once you do that, once you rise above, once you face your demons, once you gain forgiveness from your family, once you fix those bonds, then, and only then, can you focus on helping other people. You need to be a hero to the people who need you the most first. Then you can be the world's hero. Endeavor, you're strong. You're way more versatile than All Might. You just always put a mental blockade on yourself because you think that you could never catch up to him. You can do anything I can do, probably even better and with more precision. There's no reason why you never passed All Might. You're powerful. I know you are. You deserve the title of the #1 hero. Don't ever let anybody take that from you. Just because you did some fucked up shit doesn't mean you haven't worked your ass off to get to the point where you're at. You deserve this. You earned this. If anybody were to succeed All Might, it is you. But your ideals are so flawed. You definitely need to fix those before you truly embody what it is to be the #1 hero. My personal suggestion, you take a resign. You still do hero work, but you decline your spot on the charts. Until you gain forgiveness from your family and fix your home life and become an actual decent human being, I don't think you should get recognition for the hero work that you do. If you really do just care about helping the people and being the next symbol, prove it through your actions. Smile in the face of danger. Go plus ultra. Bakugo gets out of his chair, and Endeavor just hasn't said anything. And, he's like, young Bakugo, thank you. And, Bakugo shakes his head and he just walks to class. And he's like, I wish you luck, future #1. And, Endeavor thinks about that and he reflects on that. And that's going to be the journey that Endeavor has to go on now. And he does resign from the hero rankings. However, he is still doing all the hero shit that he does. He's really taking time to reflect on everything that he's done. And, he does do some, he does try and rebuild his family through actions, not through words. And that's going to be the journey that Endeavor's on for right now. But yeah, man. Damn. Long live All Might, bruh. Fuck. You know, 2 months would go by of just normal schoolwork, and eventually they would, you know, they would do the hero license exam. You know, everyone would pass. They would meet the Shiketsu kids. The Shiketsu kids would give their condolences. All the other schools would give their condolences. I mean, I'm gonna say the other schools wouldn't be that hard on UA because they understand everything that they've been going through. But everyone does pass their exams, including Bakugo and Shoto and Inasa, because they're way more willing to work together. And since Endeavor took his leave, Inasa doesn't really hate Endeavor that much because Endeavor did come out and make a public statement and apology on everything that he's done to his family, and like he has gotten the feedback and like the negative reception, but he said like, I can't be a true hero if I don't first repent for the sins that I've committed and repent for the injustice that I've caused on people who didn't deserve it. I deserve to be treated like a villain, and I will take any criticism and any negativity towards me on the chin, and I will change. I'll go away for a while. I'll come back, and I'll prove it with my actions, not with my words. That I will be the next symbol, and there will be hope in this world. But you know, of course, I know some of y'all are wondering. Yeah, Deku does still have a spirit spear. Again, just because his broke doesn't mean that he can't just have another one created through the Great Tree. The only reason he couldn't call upon it during the fight is because it was literally broken. Like, he has to actually like craft it from the tree and like have it created. He has to reconfigure all of his configurations, you know, all that shit. You know, it's just a long process that he couldn't have done that short of a time. So he was literally helpless to help. But you know, he does get his shit back together, and you know, yeah, fuck, I can't even like talk straight. Damn. Yeah, Deku just gets his shit back together. You know, they all pass their exams, and you know, Mirio does come in and defeat the entirety of Class 1A, including Shoto and Bakugo and Zenitsu and King, quite easily actually. And you know, I think I'm gonna call this "What if Deku was half fairy aftermath." And Season 4 is on the way, and with Overhaul taking over the league these past 3 months since Shigaraki's been in the chamber, he's put his Quirk Erasing Bullet plan into full effect. You know, instead of Shigaraki taking over a Yakuza organization, he took over the fucking League of Villains. You know, half of the league's power is still gone. You know, 9 still hasn't came back yet. Shigaraki's in a chamber. So, if anything, they're weaker than ever. But, you know, he does kidnap Eri and shit. And he is experimenting on Eri. So, I guess we'll cover that. We'll cover, fuck. We'll cover, how the pros handle the situation, what happens with Night Eye. Damn, bruh. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next part.